In this moment, on this day, become the man you were born to be. You have it within yourself to write your own legends. Let it be to death or victory!
Hey, what's up, guys? This week we are doing a Minisode, and we are going to look at a journal article that was done in Kisumu titled Predictors of Extra-Marital Partnerships Among Women Married to Fishermen Along Lake Victoria in Kisumu County. I'll link the study in the show notes. They did interviews of 545 couples, that's like 1090 people, and they found out that there were markers of what would lead a woman to cheat on their man. So one of the things was domestic violence, and this was seen that maybe women who are exposed to domestic violence had more extramarital affairs. So in the 545 couples that were interviewed, 6.2% of the women in the study engaged in cheating, 6.2%. So the markers were domestic violence, sex positions, penis size, age, and sexual satisfaction. So domestic violence, more women who cheated were involved in extramarital affairs, and they saw that maybe they sought solace elsewhere, or the reverse was maybe if they reported the extramarital affairs to their husband, they got exposed to domestic violence. The other one was large sizes of penises were associated with extramarital partnerships, possibly due to pain and discomfort during sex. This is contrary to men's perspectives that have caused them to do all sorts of things to augment their penis size. So it was seen that in this study that penis size is important to men mostly, but there were limitations to this study because in other demographics that women prefer a certain range of the size of penises, and it's on the upper percentile. So there's a limitation to this study when it comes to maybe the penis size and things like that. The other thing was sexual satisfaction, and women who are not sexually satisfied were seen to be more promiscuous. And one of the reasons is this is that these populations are very traditional most of the time, and the sexual satisfaction for women was not seen as important. But in places that especially when in the post-pre-colonial period, there were basically there was training for young people. But when the colonial period came and past the modernization came, this has nobody's teaching people about sex, about sexual health and things like that. But it's been seen in Uganda. There's been the introduction of Senga system, where a traditional way where people could be instructed in matters of sex. Also, the sexual satisfaction, women who are like denied their favorite sexual styles were seen also to cheat. And this, what interested me here was the part where about the penis size, because most men they are very anxious about their sizes. Most men are anxious about their sizes, and this may be because of exposure to porn, not knowing the range, what constitutes their size that they are packing. So that's why there is a very huge industry for penile enhancement. There is penis enlargement pills and creams and things like that. Episode that we had done that involved maybe porn and erectile dysfunction and stuff like that, we saw that most men are anxious about their sizes, and this study was linked, showing that women may prefer, if you are satisfying your woman sexually, the size should be maybe above average. It's not a must that you be packed like a porn star or something. And also during that episode we saw that most of these people have enhanced their, like, porn is not a sure way to gauge yourself with, because most of these people are using props, they're using gels, they're using drugs and things like that. So being okay with what you're packing and then knowing how to work with that may go a long way to alleviate your anxiety. That's all for today. For this study, I'll link it in the show notes. It was conducted by Zachary Kwena, Isaac Mwanzo, Chris Sanya, Carol Kamling, Janet Turan, Lillian Achiro, and Elizabeth Bukusi. So if you have any of studies like this that you want us to look at or you want to share, you can send us to our emails. You can send to our Telegram. You can search Blaze Talks, or you can even send to our DMs. Thank you.